In a world where people scroll faster than they live, where faces appear and disappear with just a single swipe, and where our biggest emotions are often squeezed into just a few seconds of video, two people, separated by thousands of miles, are about to discover something nobody really expects anymore. An unpredictable love, an immense love, a love born from a single, simple click. His name was Armani. He was 27. He lived in Dakar. In a small studio he shared with only two things: his computer and a whole lot of silence. As a freelance developer, he worked mostly at night, surrounded by the soft hum of lo-fi music and the bitter taste of overly strong coffee. Machines talked to him. He understood them perfectly. Humans, well, that was a different story. Despite the constant stream of notifications on his phone, he felt like none of them truly mattered. He often told himself, "I talk to the whole world, yet the world never really talks back." Thousands of miles away, in the heart of Paris, lived Lila. She was 24, a communication student, navigating her life between ambitious art projects, countless videos, candid photos, and the chaotic energy of the crowded metro. On the surface, she laughed a lot. She created a lot. But deep inside, she often felt profoundly misunderstood. Her videos were her personal diary, a way of putting words to the complex feelings she carried in her heart, feelings she couldn't express any other way. One night, as Armani was scrolling aimlessly on his phone, lost in the digital void, a video appeared. It was a young woman, sitting on a simple Parisian bench, talking about modern loneliness, with words that were so simple, so honest, they were almost disarming. He froze. He watched it once, then a second time, and then a third. Something in her words resonated deep within him, something he couldn't quite explain. Without a second thought, he commented on the video. Just two words: "Thank you." He expected nothing, never got replies. But a few minutes later, his phone vibrated. Notification, a message, a reply from her. "Thank you. You understood what I was trying to say," and right there, in that tiny moment, everything began. What started as a single comment quickly became a private message. Then, more messages. Soon, they were exchanging long, winding conversations that stretched late into the night. Short, hesitant sentences turned into full paragraphs. Paragraphs blossomed into deeply personal confessions, and those confessions became a daily habit, a ritual they both cherished. They talked about everything and about nothing, discussed the state of the world, their own hidden wounds, and the silent dreams they had never dared to share with anyone else before. One evening, Lila suggested a call. Armani hesitated for a long time. The idea was terrifying. He was afraid to disappoint her, afraid of being disappointed himself. What if the connection they had built through text just wasn't there in real life? But he pushed past the fear, answered, and for the first time he heard her voice. It was soft, warm, alive, and incredibly reassuring. They talked for an hour, then two, then three. When the call finally ended, he just sat there in the dark, a wide smile on his face that he didn't even recognize as his own. Suddenly, his days felt brighter. Each morning now started with a good morning message from Paris. Armani would send clumsy selfies of his burning hot coffee, a small window into his quiet world. Lila would share videos from the metro, full of the beautiful chaos of Parisian life. They laughed about everything. They supported each other through everything. They started to miss each other, without ever having met. Slowly, gently, feelings started to grow. It was a subtle warmth, an ache in the chest that felt too sweet, too real to ignore. Neither of them dared to say the words, but their silence screamed it loud and clear. And then, inevitably, the doubts came creeping in. They were human, after all. Lila started to wonder if a love born behind a screen could ever truly survive the harsh realities of the real world. Armani wondered if he was really enough for someone so vibrant and full of life. Her friends questioned her decision. "You don't really know him?" His family expressed their doubts too. "A girl all the way from France?" "Be realistic, son." The distance, once just a number, suddenly became a heavy, tangible weight. Their messages grew shorter. The calls became rarer. They were slowly losing each other, and neither of them knew how to admit it. One night, overwhelmed by his feelings, Armani wrote a long message. It was a confession of his fears, his feelings, his deep and unwavering attachment to her. It was a message filled with raw truth and vulnerability. but he couldn't bring himself to send it. He left it sitting in his drafts, as if the truth it held was just too heavy to offer, too risky to share. Then, one day, almost by accident, Lila stumbled upon it. She read every line, every word, every single hesitation. Her heart broke and healed all at the same time. He loved her. He loved her without saying it, without showing it, but he loved her. That night, she called him. Her voice was shaking. His voice was shaking too. Finally, they told each other everything. The fears, the doubts, the feelings. All the unspoken truths they had held locked inside for far too long. And in that moment of pure honesty, Lila made a decision that Armani never, ever saw coming. She simply said, "I want to see you." For real. He thought he was dreaming. It couldn't be true. But a few days later, she sent him a photo, a plane ticket. Paris to Dakar. She was coming. The day she was due to arrive, Armani stood in the airport, more nervous than he had ever been in his life, his heart beating a frantic rhythm against his ribs. He scanned the crowd, his hands trembling, and then, through the sea of faces, she appeared. Lila, real, alive. Even more beautiful than she was on video, more real than he had ever allowed himself to dream. They walked toward each other. There were no words, there was just one look. A look that said everything. A look that said, "It was you, it was always you." She finally reached him and whispered softly, "I'm here, for you." He answered, his voice trembling with emotion. "I thought this was impossible." She smiled, a tear rolling down her cheek. And yet here we are. Love at a distance is not easy. It's fragile. It's demanding. It requires a level of trust and patience that most people don't have. But sometimes, it's the truest love of all. Armani and Lila didn't know what tomorrow would bring. They didn't have a plan. They only knew one thing for certain. They found each other. Against all the odds. Against thousands of miles. Against all the doubts from the outside world. Against chance itself. Or maybe, thanks to it. Because sometimes, just sometimes, the algorithms don't make mistakes. They simply bring together the souls who were always meant to recognize each other. Thanks for watching. This story touched you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.